Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Welcome to the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel. I'm sitting here drinking my coffee this morning in the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, listening to this wonderful sounding album by Sun Ra called The Futuristic Sounds of Sun Ra, 1961 album. I wasn't planning on making a video this morning, but I was sitting here drinking my coffee, listening to this, and I picked this up, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and sitting here this morning, drinking my coffee, listening to this, it sounds so good. The mix sounds so good. It's a craft recording that came out not too long ago. All analog mastering by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio. And if you're just getting into Sun Ra, this might be a good place to start. First of all, this craft pressing is fantastic on the Savoy label. It's playing through my RT85N here, but I have an MP200 stylus on the MP110 body, which, as I explained before, got rid of all that static issue that I was having, and it sounds much better than that 110 stylus. It's going through, coming out of the RT85N into the Ampapa preamp there, into my old Harman Kardon receiver, and then into my Triangle Borea Bro 3 speakers. You can see one behind me here, bookshelf speakers. Very warm sound, very wide sound stage. Percussion sounds fantastic. This is probably about as traditional of a jazz album, or one of the few that kind of fall into a traditional jazz type of music with Sun Ra, since, as this insert says, two great articles here on the insert, but they talk about how, how unique Sun Ra is and how he was always in a transitional period because every album was something new. And so this is pressed at 180 gram vinyl at RTI. You got some great players on here, including John Gilmore, Marshall Allen, who are longtime musicians that played with Sun Ra. And then you have a really unique conga player on here named Leah Ananda. And there's some really cool percussion sounds on this album. But this was originally released in mono, but this is a stereo release. It's kind of interesting. It was recorded in stereo, released in mono, and now this is this Savoy record, which is now released on the Craft label, is stereo, and it sounds fantastic. As you can hear, it's a, I mean, for what you can hear on the YouTube and through my phone, very wide soundstage, very warm. Percussion leaps off the record. Very wide, nice soundstage. I think it sounds fantastic. So I just wanted to share that with you guys while I was sitting here drinking my coffee. Thought you guys might be interested. Also, if you want to learn a bit more about Sun Ra, this is a fantastic book. I'm actually about a quarter of the way through here. Wonderful book on Sun Ra, very interesting guy. And if you're into music, I think you'll probably dig at least some of his stuff. But pretty cool book. It's like almost 500 pages, 450 pages. Some great pictures there. Of course, Sun Ra is from Birmingham, Alabama. Originally lived in Chicago for a long time, and in New York, and I think Philadelphia. So if you're interested in good biographies, this is a pretty good book so far. I'm really enjoying it, and just goes through his entire life. So I do recommend that. But this album, I think, is definitely worth having in your collection. And again, it comes with a nice insert with two long articles that talk about Sun Ra and talk about this album. And you've got a mix of traditional jazz here, along with like some heavy percussive tunes. But if you're just getting into Sun Ra, this may be the place to start for sure. And again, with the Craft releases, this is a really nice heavy duty jacket. Comes with the anti-static sleeve. And so all in all, really nice release here for Craft. And for those just getting into Sun Ra, I think definitely a good place to start. So thanks for joining me for this brief video. And I got more record reviews coming up. And happy listening to you all out there. Take care.